Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Success leaves clues and failure does too. If you want to live a successful life, it's just as important to know what not to do as it is to know what to do. Today, I want to share with you the 10 things successful people never do. These are principles that will protect your progress and ensure you're always moving forward. Successful people take full responsibility for their lives. They understand that blaming others is giving away their power. Instead, they say, if it's to be, it's up to me. They focus on solutions, not excuses. The moment you think you know it all, you've hit a plateau. Successful people are lifelong students. They read, they listen, they observe, and they grow. Remember, formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. Negativity is a thief. It steals your energy, your focus, and your future. Successful people guard their minds like a fortress. They don't dwell on problems, they seek possibilities. Indecision is the enemy of progress. Successful people understand that making no decision is worse than making the wrong one. They gather the facts, trust their gut, and take action. Luck may occasionally visit, but it doesn't build a life. Successful people know that hard work, preparation, and persistence create opportunities. As the saying goes, the harder I work, the luckier I get. Fear is a natural feeling, but successful people don't let it dictate their actions. They feel the fear and move forward anyway. They know that courage is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it. Your associations determine your destination. Successful people avoid toxic relationships and invest in people who uplift, inspire, and challenge them to be better. After all, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Motivation might get you started, but discipline keeps you going. Successful people never let their emotions dictate their actions. They stick to their commitments, even when it's hard. What good is success if you don't have the energy to enjoy it? Successful people take care of their bodies and minds. They exercise, eat well, and prioritize rest because they know health is the foundation of productivity. Dreams don't work unless you do. Successful people never give up, even when the odds are stacked against them. They persevere because they understand that every setback is a setup for a comeback. Successful people understand that life is full of challenges, setbacks, and disappointments. But here's the key: they never waste time pointing fingers. They know that blaming others, whether it's their boss, their upbringing, the economy, or even luck, is a surefire way to remain stuck. Why? Because when you blame, you hand over control of your life. You're essentially saying, I can't move forward because of something outside of me. Instead, successful people take ownership of their lives, every part of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. They've learned to say, this is my responsibility, not because they enjoy taking the heat, but because they know that personal responsibility is the foundation of growth. When you own your circumstances, you also own the power to change them. Let me tell you, taking responsibility isn't always comfortable. It's easier to look for someone to blame when things go wrong. But comfort doesn't build character, and it certainly doesn't build success. Successful people embrace the discomfort of accountability because they know it's the price of freedom. When you stop blaming, you start focusing. And when you focus, you can find solutions, create new opportunities, and build the life you desire. Remember, it's not what happens to you that determines your future, it's how you respond to it. The wind blows on us all, but it's the set of the sail that makes the difference. So instead of complaining about the wind, adjust your sails. Take control. Take responsibility. Because in the end, the person responsible for your success is the one staring back at you in the mirror. One of the most powerful principles that successful people live by is a commitment to lifelong learning. They never stop acquiring knowledge, honing their skills, or expanding their horizons. You see, the world is constantly changing, and if you're not learning, you're falling behind. It's that simple. Successful people understand that knowledge is not something you gain once and then put on a shelf. It's not a destination, it's a journey. They know that their success is directly linked to their ability to adapt, grow, and evolve. They make learning a daily habit. Whether it's through reading, attending seminars, listening to podcasts, or simply seeking out new experiences, they are always in the process of becoming better. Learning doesn't just come from textbooks or formal education. Some of the greatest lessons come from the challenges we face, the people we meet, and the mistakes we make. The key is to be open to learning in every moment. Successful people don't let their egos get in the way. They know that no matter how much they know, there is always more to discover. They constantly ask, what can I learn from this? But learning is not just about accumulating knowledge for the sake of it. It's about applying what you learn. It's about taking action on the insights you gain. Information alone won't change your life. It's the application of that information that brings results. Successful people take what they learn and put it into practice. They understand that knowledge without action is like a car without fuel. It might look good, but it won't get you anywhere. Moreover, they understand that the learning process doesn't end with one course, one book, or one seminar. It's an ongoing process because the world is always evolving. The most successful people are those who stay hungry for new ideas, new skills, and new perspectives. They know that the more they learn, the more they grow, and the more they grow, the more opportunities they create. So if you want to succeed, make learning a non-negotiable part of your life. Never let a day go by without learning something new. Never stop growing, because the moment you stop learning is the moment you stop living to your fullest potential. Keep feeding your mind with new knowledge and experiences and watch how it transforms not just your career, but your life. Successful people understand that time is one of the most precious resources they have, and they are ruthless about how they spend it. One thing they never do is waste it on negativity. They know that negativity is a poison, and when you let it seep into your thoughts, it contaminates everything it touches. It steals your energy, clouds your judgment, and limits your potential. Think about it. Every time you let negative thoughts consume you, whether it's complaining about your circumstances, blaming others, or dwelling on failures, you're wasting time. And time, once lost, can never be recovered. Successful people know this, which is why they guard their minds like a fortress. They refuse to let negativity take root in their thoughts. Instead, they focus on what they can control, which is their response to any situation. Successful people know that the mind is like a garden. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity, that's exactly what will grow. But if you cultivate seeds of optimism, possibility, and gratitude, you'll reap a harvest of success. They choose to focus on the positive, not because they are naive, but because they understand that focusing on the positive opens up more opportunities, solutions, and creative thinking. Negativity, on the other hand, blinds you to those possibilities. It keeps you stuck in a cycle of complaining, justifying, and rationalizing why things aren't working. It's a trap, and successful people don't fall for it. They know that setbacks and challenges are part of the game. Life isn't always going to be easy, and things won't always go your way. But that's not an excuse to fall into negativity. In fact, they use those challenges as fuel. Every obstacle is an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. Moreover, successful people also understand that negativity doesn't just come from within. It can come from the people around you, too. Negative people are like leeches. They suck the energy and enthusiasm out of you. Successful people are careful about who they allow into their lives. They surround themselves with positive, forward-thinking individuals who lift them up, inspire them, and challenge them to be better. So if you want to be successful, make a commitment to rid your life of negativity. Stop feeding it with your attention. Stop allowing negative thoughts and people to control your mindset. Choose to focus on what's possible, what's going well, and what you can do to improve. Every moment spent dwelling on the negative is a moment you'll never get back. Don't waste it. Keep your mind focused on the positive and watch how it transforms your actions, your outcomes, and ultimately your life. Successful people understand that life isn't all about easy choices. In fact, they know that some of the most important decisions they'll make are the hardest ones. But here's the key: they don't avoid them. They don't shy away from difficult decisions, no matter how uncomfortable or risky they might seem. Why? Because they understand that avoiding hard decisions is a choice in itself, a choice to stay stuck, to stay where you are, and to miss out on the opportunities that come with growth. In life, there are always two kinds of decisions: the easy ones and the hard ones. The easy ones are tempting. They provide instant comfort, they feel safe, and they avoid the discomfort of uncertainty. But successful people know that staying in that comfort zone is the path to mediocrity. To grow, you have to make decisions that challenge you, push you, and force you to step up. They don't procrastinate. They don't put off making tough calls because they fear making the wrong choice. They understand that indecision is just as damaging as making the wrong decision, if not more so. When you avoid making decisions, you stay stagnant, you miss opportunities, you allow life to happen to you rather than taking control of your own destiny. Successful people know that the key to progress is making decisions even when the outcome is uncertain. They also know that hard decisions are often the ones that lead to the greatest rewards. It's the tough choices that shape you into the person you need to be. Whether it's changing careers, ending a toxic relationship, taking a financial risk, or moving to a new city, successful people don't back away from these pivotal moments. They lean into them. They trust their instincts, they seek counsel when necessary, and they make the best decision they can with the information they have. And let's be clear, making hard decisions doesn't mean you won't face consequences. Every decision has its risks. But successful people embrace that uncertainty. They understand that inaction and avoidance are the true dangers. It's not the wrong decision that holds them back, it's the fear of making one. So they take action, knowing that they can always adjust, learn, and move forward if things don't go as planned. Ultimately, the ability to make tough decisions is a muscle. The more you practice it, the easier it becomes. Successful people build this muscle by consistently confronting hard choices head-on rather than running from them. They understand that in the end, the decisions you make today shape the life you live tomorrow. So when faced with a difficult choice, they don't hesitate, they act. They know that avoiding decisions is what keeps people trapped, but making them is what leads to freedom and success. Successful people know that while luck might occasionally play a role in their journey, it's never something they rely on. They understand that luck is an unpredictable force. It might show up when you least expect it, but you can't build a life around it. Success isn't about waiting for the stars to align or hoping for a lucky break. It's about taking consistent, deliberate action and creating your own opportunities. Here's the truth: luck may open a door, but it's skill, hard work, and preparation that allow you to walk through it. Successful people don't sit back and hope things will just fall into place. They don't wait for the phone to ring or the perfect moment to arrive. Instead, they focus on what they can control, taking action, learning new skills, and developing strategies that position them for success. They understand that success is the result of effort, persistence, and continually improving themselves. They also know that relying on luck can be dangerous. It's a passive mindset, one that depends on circumstances outside of your control. You can't build a career, a business, or a meaningful life by waiting for good fortune to strike. If you do, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Successful people understand that they have the power to shape their own destiny, and they take full responsibility for creating their future. But let's be clear, this doesn't mean successful people dismiss the role of luck altogether. They know that sometimes opportunities come from unexpected places, and being in the right place at the right time can make all the difference. But they also understand that luck is more likely to find you when you're already prepared. When you've put in the work, when you've cultivated the skills, when you've positioned yourself to take advantage of opportunities when they arise. They create their own luck by putting themselves in the game, by networking, learning, and putting in the hours. They understand that the more you show up, the more opportunities you create. They know that persistence and preparation increase the chances of being in the right place at the right time. In fact, the harder they work, the luckier they seem to get. But it's not luck at all. It's the result of all the effort they've put in. So if you want to succeed, stop relying on luck. Instead, focus on what you can control: your actions, your mindset, and your persistence. Build a foundation of skills, work ethic, and resilience, and trust that the opportunities will follow. Success doesn't come to those who wait for luck to strike. It comes to those who make their own luck by being prepared, taking action, and never giving up. Fear is a natural part of the human experience, but successful people understand something vital: fear doesn't have to stop you. In fact, they've learned to use fear as fuel, not a barrier. They don't avoid it, they don't run from it. Instead, they face it head on and keep moving forward, regardless of how uncomfortable or intimidating it might feel. Fear is something everyone feels. It's not exclusive to those who are unsuccessful. What separates successful people is how they respond to fear. While most people let fear control their actions, successful people choose to take control. They understand that fear is simply a signal, a sign that they're on the edge of something important. It's the heart racing before making a big decision, the nerves before stepping into an unfamiliar situation. But rather than freeze in that moment, they embrace it. They use that adrenaline to push them through the discomfort, knowing that on the other side of fear is growth, opportunity, and progress. Fear, in many ways, is the voice of doubt, the internal resistance that tells you you're not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough. But successful people don't listen to that voice. They've learned to drown it out with action. They know that waiting for fear to subside before taking action will lead to missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. They don't wait for the perfect moment because they know that the perfect moment never comes. Instead, they act in spite of fear. Now, this doesn't mean successful people don't feel fear. They do. They just don't let it rule them. They understand that fear is a normal response to growth and stepping outside their comfort zones. And here's the key: every time they face their fears, they grow stronger. They prove to themselves that they are capable of handling more than they ever imagined. Each small victory over fear builds momentum, making it easier to confront bigger challenges down the road. They also understand that fear often holds the greatest rewards. The bigger the fear, the bigger the opportunity. Whether it's starting a new business, making a bold career move, or pursuing a passion that feels uncertain, The actions that scare us the most often lead to the most significant rewards. Fear is the sign that you're on the verge of something extraordinary. In the end, successful people recognize that fear is not the enemy, it's the enemy of inaction. It's the person who allows fear to control their decisions who ends up paralyzed. The person who steps through fear, who acts despite it, is the one who makes progress. They know that if they allow fear to stop them, they'll never know what's on the other side of it. So if you want to be successful, don't let fear control you. Use it. Embrace it. Act in spite of it. Every time you face fear and take action anyway, you're one step closer to becoming the person you were always meant to be. Fear will always be there. It's your response that determines your future. Successful people know that the people you surround yourself with are either the fuel that drives you forward or the anchors that hold you back. You simply cannot afford to spend your time and energy with individuals who are negative, unsupportive, or complacent. They understand that your associations play a huge role in shaping your mindset, your habits, and ultimately your success. The truth is, the people you spend the most time with influence your thoughts, your decisions, and your attitude. If you surround yourself with people who complain about life, blame circumstances, and make excuses, you'll inevitably start to think the same way. You'll begin to accept mediocrity as normal and feel justified in staying stuck. But successful people understand that to reach new heights, they must surround themselves with those who lift them up, challenge them, and hold them accountable. They choose their relationships carefully. They understand that your environment is a powerful force. You can be a hardworking, ambitious person, but if you're constantly surrounded by negativity or people who don't share your vision, it becomes much harder to stay motivated and focused. Successful people seek out individuals who inspire them, who challenge their thinking, and who push them to be better every day. These are the people who bring out the best in them. Moreover, successful people understand the value of mentorship. They seek out mentors, people who have already achieved what they want to achieve. They surround themselves with those who have been where they want to go because they know that success leaves clues. By associating with these people, they gain wisdom, insight, and experience that would otherwise take years to acquire. They aren't afraid to learn from those who have walked the path before them. But it's not just about seeking out successful people. Successful individuals also understand the importance of being around those who share a positive attitude, a growth mindset, and a sense of purpose. They spend time with individuals who are eager to learn, who believe in possibilities, and who are committed to constant improvement. These are the people who inspire them to dream bigger, act bolder, and achieve more. Successful people also know when to distance themselves from toxic individuals. They don't waste time trying to change people who are committed to staying where they are. If someone is content with mediocrity, refuses to grow, or constantly drags them down with negativity, successful people aren't afraid to walk away. They know that they can't afford to let toxic energy infiltrate their lives. Their time is too valuable to spend with people who drain it. The bottom line is this: you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So, if you want to be successful, choose your relationships wisely. Surround yourself with those who inspire you, who make you better, and who hold you to a higher standard. Don't let the wrong people into your life because they can become the greatest obstacle to your success. Protect your energy, your mindset, and your potential by choosing your associations with care. Successful people understand that discipline is the backbone of success. It's the bridge between goals and achievement. While talent and intelligence are important, it's discipline that ultimately makes the difference. Without discipline, even the brightest ideas and the most inspiring dreams remain just that, ideas and dreams. Discipline is what turns vision into reality, and successful people never underestimate its power. They know that success isn't a result of sporadic bursts of effort. It's the product of consistent daily actions, even when the motivation fades, when obstacles arise, or when things get tough. It's easy to be excited and motivated at the start of a new venture, but the true test of character comes in maintaining that commitment day after day. That's where discipline steps in. It's the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's the power to stay focused on the long-term goals, even when the immediate rewards are not visible. Successful people embrace the idea that discipline is freedom. They know that by being disciplined in their daily habits and actions, they free themselves from the chaos of uncertainty and the trap of procrastination. Discipline brings structure and clarity, and with that comes the power to make progress no matter what. It's about making the right choices consistently, even when the short-term payoff doesn't seem immediate. It's about sticking to the plan, even when it's easier to drift off course. They know that the small, consistent actions they take every day add up to monumental results over time. Discipline also allows them to master their emotions and reactions. The world is filled with distractions, temptations, and setbacks. In those moments, successful people rely on discipline to stay focused and not be swayed by emotions or outside circumstances. They understand that if they can control their actions, no matter what happens around them, they can stay on the path to success. They create routines that set them up for success and stick to them even when the going gets tough. They don't allow themselves to be pulled away by the latest distractions or the inevitable frustrations that come with the journey. The successful also understand that discipline is not just about working hard, it's about working smart. It's about prioritizing what matters most and committing to it without hesitation. Discipline is about saying no to the things that don't align with your goals, even if they seem tempting in the moment. It's the ability to say, I won't waste my time on things that won't help me achieve my vision. This kind of discipline requires sacrifice. It means giving up short-term pleasures and distractions for the sake of long-term gains. It means pushing yourself to do the hard things day in and day out, even when no one is watching. Successful people understand that this is the price of success. They don't expect shortcuts. They don't expect things to be handed to them. They know that discipline is the key to mastering their craft, achieving their goals, and living the life they've envisioned. In the end, it's discipline that separates those who talk about success from those who actually achieve it. It's the daily decisions, the commitment to the grind, the ability to stay on course, even when it's not glamorous, that truly make a difference. So if you want to succeed, you must develop the power of discipline. Make it your ally, and it will carry you further than any fleeting moment of inspiration ever could. Successful people understand that achieving greatness in any area of life is impossible without good health. They know that health is the foundation upon which everything else is built. Without physical vitality, mental clarity, and emotional well-being, all the ambition, talent, and hard work in the world won't take you far. That's why they never ignore their health. They make it a priority. Think about it. Success requires energy. It demands stamina, focus, and the ability to keep going when others would quit. You can't build a thriving business, sustain meaningful relationships, or pursue your goals effectively if you're constantly battling fatigue, illness, or burnout. Your body and mind are your most valuable assets, and successful people treat them as such. They understand that without a healthy body, even the best plans and intentions will fall short. That's why they commit to taking care of themselves, not as a luxury, but as a necessity. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle, especially when you're chasing big goals. You tell yourself, I'll rest when I made it, or I'll take care of my health later, but successful people know that this is a trap. They understand that sacrificing their health for the sake of productivity or success is a false economy. The truth is, neglecting your health only weakens your ability to perform at your best in the long run. Overworking, skipping sleep, eating poorly, or ignoring exercise might seem like a shortcut, but it's a shortcut to burnout, stress, and eventually failure. Successful individuals make time for physical activity because they understand its profound benefits. Exercise doesn't just keep the body in shape, it sharpens the mind, reduces stress, and boosts mood and energy levels. Whether it's going for a run, lifting weights, practicing yoga, or even taking a walk, they prioritize movement because they know it fuels both their body and their mind. Regular exercise helps them stay sharp, focused, and ready to tackle any challenge that comes their way. They also understand the importance of nutrition. Successful people recognize that food is not just fuel, it's the building block of their energy and mental clarity. They make thoughtful choices about what they eat because they understand that the right foods nourish their bodies, increase their energy, and improve their mental and physical performance. They don't indulge in mindless eating or unhealthy habits because they know that poor nutrition can quickly lead to a lack of energy, focus, and productivity. Beyond just physical health, successful people prioritize their mental and emotional well-being. They practice mindfulness, meditation, or other techniques to manage stress and stay emotionally resilient. They know that mental clarity and emotional balance are just as important as physical health when it comes to success. They don't ignore their emotional state, and they actively work on improving their mindset and emotional intelligence because they know that a healthy mind is a powerful tool for navigating the challenges of life. They also make sleep a priority. Successful people understand that rest is not a waste of time, it's an investment. Sleep rejuvenates the body, restores mental clarity, and boosts creativity. They know that sacrificing sleep for productivity is a short-term gain with long-term consequences. In fact, they see sleep as an essential part of their success, not something to be neglected in the name of ambition. In the end, successful people recognize that health is a non-negotiable component of success. They understand that to truly achieve their goals, they must have the energy, focus, and resilience to overcome challenges and seize opportunities. By making their health a priority through exercise, good nutrition, stress management, and rest, they set themselves up for long-term success. They know that a healthy body and mind are not just tools for success, they are the foundation upon which all other success is built. Successful people know that pursuing your dreams is not a straight path. It's more like a rugged journey filled with obstacles, setbacks, and challenges. But here's the difference: they never quit. They understand that the road to success isn't always easy, and it's not always fast. There will be times when the going gets tough, when failure seems imminent, and when the world tells you to give up. But successful people know that quitting is never an option. They're committed to their dreams, and they're willing to keep going no matter what. The truth is, your dreams are the fuel that drives you. They're what give you purpose and direction, especially when things aren't going as planned. When you face rejection, disappointment, or failure, it's your dreams that remind you why you started in the first place. And successful people hold on to that vision no matter how long it takes or how many hurdles they encounter. They know that the road to success is paved with persistence, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to reach their destination. Quitting, on the other hand, is the easiest thing to do. It's tempting, it's comfortable, and it offers instant relief from the pain and struggle. But successful people understand that quitting is not a solution, it's an excuse. It's a decision to settle for less than you're capable of. Every time you quit on your dreams, you close a door that could lead to something extraordinary. You rob yourself of the growth, the experience, and the victory that comes from pushing through adversity. They also understand that quitting doesn't just happen overnight. It starts with a small compromise, a little doubt, a bit of fear. You begin to question yourself, your abilities, or whether the dream is even worth pursuing. But successful people refuse to let those small doubts snowball into a reason to quit. They refuse to let fear dictate their actions. Instead, they take those doubts and turn them into motivation. They use every obstacle as a stepping stone toward their goal, not a reason to give up. And here's the thing: successful people don't believe in overnight success. They understand that achieving big dreams takes time, effort, and an unwavering commitment. They're not looking for shortcuts or easy wins. They're looking for growth, for progress, and for the lessons learned along the way. Every failure, every mistake, every setback is just another opportunity to learn and improve. Quitting, to them, would mean missing out on those valuable lessons. Successful people also know that the world is full of naysayers, people who tell you your dreams are impossible, impractical, or unrealistic. But they don't listen to the doubters. They don't allow the opinions of others to steer them off course. They know that only they can define their dreams and their potential. They trust their vision even when others don't see it, and they push forward with determination. It's important to realize that dreams don't come with guarantees. You don't always know how things will turn out. But the one thing you can control is your decision to keep going. Successful people make that choice every single day. They choose persistence over doubt, action over hesitation, and faith over fear. They never quit, no matter how many times they fail, no matter how many obstacles they face. They understand that their dreams are worth the struggle, worth the effort, and worth the sacrifice. In the end, successful people achieve their dreams not because they were lucky or because they had fewer problems, but because they refused to quit. They made the decision to keep moving forward, even when it seemed impossible. They understand that quitting is not a path to freedom, it's a path to regret. And they're not willing to live with that regret. So they keep going, keep fighting, and keep chasing their dreams, knowing that every step, no matter how difficult, is one step closer to turning their vision into reality.